Yeah, Vishal, we are live.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek. Let's wait 2 minutes, everyone, then we'll start. We'll start in a minute. Just wait. I hope you all received that notes. After start the session, I sent the notes to everyone. I'm expecting you all receive it. If anyone not received, please send me a message on my WhatsApp. I will definitely send it again. My WhatsApp number is here. Just wait 1 more minute, then I will start. Check that notes. Within when the session will be ended within 48 hours, if you just check the notes, everything will be revised. So main part of sending the notes is that whenever you need revise for the interview, everything is here in front of you and you can revise it. So just wait 30 more seconds and I will start. The reason is if these two videos are available on Abhishek YouTube channel, and for all 60 hours videos, you don't need it. The reason is nobody has time for 60 hours to go and check the videos, right? Because everything is available on YouTube. How many people are checking YouTube, right? Nobody has time. The reason of sending these notes is that at least you are able to go read the notes, right? Everything is here. You can read the notes. You can revise from the notes. It's all available. It's all available for to all of you. So go through it, check one by one, right? And we'll start in just 1 2 minutes. Who don't receive, please send your email ID to me on my WhatsApp. I will definitely send it to you. Okay, so let me start.
Hi Vishal, before starting, one question. This is a weekend only batch, correct?
Yeah, this only weekend. Yeah, so I sent everything on the email.
Okay.
All the topics what covered, how the session is going on. Okay, everything is there. If you don't receive, you can let me know. And again, telling you all, right? The focus is we're focusing 4 hours. The weekend, either we can do weekday 1 hour every day, or you can do weekend. Both are same. It's not only weekend. I'm available to all of you in the weekday time. And if you need anything, you are working something, you want to ask something, you want to ask particular topic, particular question, you can ping me anytime on the on WhatsApp. I'm in US, so my time zone is different, but I'm available. If you send me maybe after 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours, I will definitely come back to you. Was maybe you ping sometimes and maybe I was sleeping at that moment, so I was not able to quick reply. But yes, I will definitely reply you back when any questions comes. So let me start. So please, the reason of sending notes is it helps a lot revising. Only and only my notes. You don't have to go to Google. You do not. This is my 21st batch. From 20th batch is already going on, and you can go and ask in the group, right? The people who give the interviews from my classes, you will get eight all more than 95%. I am claiming people are claiming 100% questions from the same exact what we discuss. So it helped a lot. Okay, let me start. As I told you, everyone, I give you this account to all of you, right? To go and create your username and password on Live SQL. Let me read it again.
Can you send your WhatsApp number in chat box, sir?
My WhatsApp number is here. Let me send it to you in the chat box. You are saying, okay, I can
Yes,
do.
sir.
Hi Vishal, Sunil this side. Actually, I have sent the email ID. Can you please send the notes
Yeah,
to with me?
definitely. The email ID I will send. If attend the session, ping me on my WhatsApp. I will send it. Don't worry.
I already pinged that.
This is okay. I will give it to you after the session. Okay, so let's see this here. We are starting. So in the first session, like yesterday, when I started, I tell you about Live SQL. You don't have to download any database. All RDBMS is same. First of all, understand it. Either you are talking about Oracle, MySQL, MS SQL, PostgreSQL, right? MariaDB, GuptaDB, Informix, Sybase, DB2, all RDBMS is same. Concept is same as RDBMS. What? Relational Database Management System. Why it is called Relational Database Management System? If you remember, yesterday I discussed about it types of tables, right? We have just like a table in our home, right? We have a dining table, breakfast table, study table, right? Stool, different types of tables at our home. That's a different types of tables. Heap organized table, index organized table, external table, temporary table. The first interview question I discussed, remember? The first interview question study is what? Difference between heap organized and index organized. Whenever you learn any topic, please start from scratch, one by one each topic. So that just like remember when we are in the college days, when we are learning few suppose we have 5 units. So what we do, our 2 units are prepared well. Any question come from that 2 unit, at least I will get my 20, 40 marks. I will pass. So first secure your 40% in your interview. 40% of your daily routine work, what you are doing in your project, does not matter which project you are working on. Each and every project, 40% of your daily routine work from base concept. In interview, 40% of the questions from base concept. So focus on base. If you know the base, because concept never change. If you know the base, you are able to solve all the big questions. If you want to write 5,000 lines of SQL, you have to understand the base, right? Again, I'm telling you, many people are still writing the code like 9i. Yesterday I told you, right? 9i launched 22 years before. People are still coding like this. We have 12s in the market. New technology come in the market. Use the new techniques to write the code to make your code faster. Right? Okay, let's come back here. So I hope everybody will create your username password on this Live SQL. You don't have to make any database. It's a live, or you just need internet. You go here, create your username password. Your database is available here. Let's talk about today virtual column we're starting. We are still with the table and columns. Virtual columns I am starting today. What is virtual columns is interviewer never ask you, never, what is virtual column? Question is not coming like this, what is virtual column? What interviewer asking in the interviewer always try to make a scenario based question. Interviewer saying, I have a table. See the question, scenario based. I have a table. My table has 4 columns. This is the question. My table has 4 columns. I want to insert data. I want to insert data in 3 columns. And I want the 4th column will populate automatically. With some calculation. With some calculation. Means, for example, I have a table. My table contains, that's what I'm saying, everybody should join on time. My table contains 4 columns. Suppose column ID1, ID2, ID3, ID4. Right? What I want, I tell user, the user can, on the front end, user will enter ID1, ID2, ID3, and I want, there is one extra column in this table itself, all ID, which populate automatically, maybe some calculation, 1 plus 2 plus 3. ID1 plus ID2 plus ID3, or ID1 multiplied by ID2 divided by ID3. Any calculation which I'm going to do in your business, they can ask you any question. This is what I want to do. How can I do that? So mostly people, if you have answer, you have 3 columns, you can write an update statement which you update the data with that calculation. You don't have to do that. Virtual column is a concept. It comes with Oracle 12c, right? And what our virtual column is saying, virtual column concept is saying that you can automatically populate that particular column. Let's see this here, what I'm doing. Question never asks virtual column. Question asks like this. I have a table that contains 4 columns. I want to insert data in 3 columns, and I want my 4th column will populate automatically with some calculation. Let's see. Let me try to do that in front of you. It helps you a lot to understand. So when I'm writing create table person, I'm getting a table person. Suppose I'm inserting data here. ID1 number, ID2 number, ID3 number. What the question is, I have a table. My table contains 4 columns, ID1, ID2, ID4, suppose there is all ID, and I want user will insert data only in 3. 1, 2, 3. This 4th column will populate automatically with some calculation. So I'm writing ID, all ID, generated always as ID underscore 1 plus ID underscore 2 plus ID underscore 3. I'm writing here virtual. Even I don't have to define the data type. If you notice there, I don't have to define the data type. Let me create this table. See this, what is happening? Table created. What I did, what my question was, my table has 4 columns. I want to insert data in 3 columns, and I want my 4th column will populate automatically. So what is the concept? Virtual column concept. In virtual column concept, if I have a table that a column contains virtual, which you don't populate from user, that will be populated from any activity, any logic, what we want to put. Or if you want that data to be populated without user guidance, automatically populated is done. Let me see this. I'm inserting data here. Insert into person values. See, I'm inserting data only in 3 columns, for example, ID underscore 1, comma, ID underscore 2, comma, ID underscore 3. In these 3 columns, I am populating data, for example, 1, comma, 2, comma, 3. Let's see this. I am inserting data in 3 columns. I go here, select star from person. Select star from person. I am running it. What is happening? Everybody can see that. What is happening here in this particular data? My column 1, 2, 3 I populated. Column 4th, this all ID will be populated automatically by ID1 plus ID2 plus ID3. That is a concept of virtual column. When this question come into the interview, that remember, they never ask you any definition. In interview, they never ask definition. They never ask you what is virtual column. The question is same. Maybe their language little bit here and there, but the question concept is, I have a table. My table contains 4 columns or anything, 3 columns, 2 columns, whatever. Their logic is, I want 1 column should populate automatically, so I can make that column virtual. Now remember, yesterday, sometimes they can ask you, my table already exists. My table already exists. And then I want to add a column. Here is the concept of, just remember, yesterday we discussed about invisible column. Remember everybody? Invisible column, we can alter the table and populate again that particular column. Same way, virtual column. My table already exists. My table already exists. And that I want to add a new column, and that column should be auto-populated. What to do that? Virtual column we can do by create and by alter both. Let me see, I'm creating a table. Create table T1. Okay, suppose I'm just populating 1 column, column 1, number. One of my table is created. One of my table is created. After that, I'm altering this table. Alter table, table name, alter table name, add column 2, number. Yesterday, if you remember, I discussed with you all how to add the columns. I'm adding this column, a new column, column 2 will be added, but I want it to be auto-populate. Same thing, generated always as. Suppose I want column 1 plus 1. Whatever you inserted in this column, it automatically populates this column by adding a one number. Let me see that. I am altering a column. Table altered. Let me insert the values. Insert into T1. In column 1, I am inserting values. For example, I am inserting 3. Data in one row inserted. Let's go select all from T1. 4. I have a table T1, table already exists. Then after that, I altered the table and added one column, that is virtual column, and make 3 plus 1, 4. Done. Column 1 is done. All exactly same. Can I make this column? Can I make this column invisible? Remember yesterday's question? Can I make this virtual column which is populated automatically through one of my calculation? Can I make this column invisible? Yes. See all 3 questions I tell you right now here. Alter table T1. Modify my column to invisible. If anybody missed my yesterday class, it is available on Vishalhcst YouTube channel. Go and check there. Alter table T1, modify column to invisible. The column become invisible. Invisible means what? Mr. India. I cannot see that column. Select star from T1. My column 2 gone. It is invisible. If somebody knows about this, I can just go and write it here. Column 1, column 2. Then only I am able to see where is column 2. If you remember who attend study class, they know about the concept of invisible. Invisible means Mr. India. I can't see that. He wears that watch. Nobody can see that person. The logic is what? Security. We make invisible column. Just how virtual columns. Can I make virtual columns to invisible? Yes. You can make any column to invisible. That column you cannot see that. Only that person will see that column who knows about it. The column coming here, invisible column concept. The column coming here, exactly same. Questions, remember that always the question will be, I have a table. Maybe they can ask you, I have a table already exist and my table contains 1 million record. As I told you yesterday, interview question is always 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. They never tell you 5 record, 10 record, 100 record, never. Reason, they just want to see, do you really able to work on the use volume of record or not? My table contains millions of record and I want to populate a column which I perform some activity and nobody can see that. Means I want to perform some activity on that particular column. I don't want to write update column. Simple, you can alter table, make that column virtual. Generator always is data coming here with all the calculation data coming. Now I'm going to discuss one question to every one of you. Delete, drop, truncate. It does not matter your experience is 0 years or 20 years. This question will come in the interview. Delete, drop, and truncate. Difference between delete, drop, truncate. Right? So I'm telling you one thing here. Yesterday also I told you. Remember, I tell you one example of cricket example. Right? In cricket, what is happening? That suppose bowler is bowled to the batsman, and batsman hit on some direction. Bowler actually force the batsman that you can make a pull shot or you can make a short pitch ball, you can put it here or just give a catch to the slip. This bowler doing this, bowler forced the batsman to make a shot like this. Same thing happening when this question comes to you. You and interviewer met for 50 minutes. Always remember, what to answer is not important. Difference between delete and truncate, almost 100% person knows about this answer when you go for interview. Because this is one of the most common question in all interviews. Some of the times, interviewer just asking this question randomly because he's thinking about some question. They just ask you question. In between you are giving this answer, let me think something. Right? They can ask this question. Now ball in your court. Most of the people, 99% of the person give the same answer which is written everywhere. And you can just stop and then ask the interviewer, okay, ask another question. This is your point. There are many topics comes. I will teach you with each topic how you can force the interviewer that ask me this question. Wait for that full toss ball. Wait that no ball. When no ball comes, you have to make a 6. When that free right? There is new balls coming now. I have no ball. There is a freight. The freight coming. Wait for that freight. This question is on the freight, like cricket, penalty corner, like in soccer. Let's see this one. Let's understand what delete, drop, truncate, and then I'm telling you how to answer this question in your interview. Remember that here you are going to kill his time. Your main motto is what? 50 minutes of interview. You have to kill it. Simple. If you're able to kill that 50 minutes of time with your best effort and make an impression, nobody will stop your selection. I'm telling you. So there are many topics, at least 15 to 20 topics are there where you can get that ball in your court. You have to wait for that topic. Let's say delete, truncate, and drop. What is delete? Let's just one line. I hope you all know that, but just go with few lines. What is delete? Delete means delete the data. For example, if I have this table, select star from person. I have this table. I want to delete the data. I can simply go and delete from person. Data will be deleted. It's a DML command. We understand yesterday. We can roll back, revert it back, insert, update, delete, we can revert back. Only these three commands I tell you, remember on DML, data manipulation language, insert, update, delete, we can roll back. Create, alter, drop, truncate is a DDL command. DDL is auto commit. We cannot roll back. Just like drop and truncate, we cannot roll back, right? Truncate is few answers which everybody knows. Let's talk about that answer first. Delete is a DML command. Truncate is a DDL command. Everybody give this answer. Don't notes everything. I will send everything in the notes. Don't worry. Just focus on the session. Delete will delete. Delete is DML command. Truncate is DDL command. Delete can be rollback or commit. Why? Because it's DML. So it will can be rollback or commit, but truncate will be auto commit. You cannot roll back. Truncate, you cannot make any where condition. Truncate means all truncate. There is no midway. All data gone. That is called truncate. So if I'm writing here, suppose for example, I'm writing here a table. Create table EMP. I'm getting this table. Right? Select star from EMP. I can see the data here. That may want to delete. I can simply go and write delete from EMP, make a condition where department underscore ID is equal to 90. So only department number ID 90 is equal to 3 records. Only these 3 records are equal to deleted. 3 rows deleted. Only 3 records gone. Rest all records will be here still into the table. But in case of truncate table. Remember, whenever talking about DDL always comes with his keyword, right? Truncate table name, create index name, create sequence name. The parent always will be there. In case of DML, insert, update, delete table name. No. Update table name. No. Table keyword is not coming. Right? Insert table name, never. But any DDL command always comes with keyword. Create index name, alter table name, create function name. Your keyword is always there. So truncate table, suppose EMP, if I'm writing where condition, it will give me error. So truncate is never comes with where condition. Truncate always truncate the whole record. Whole record of the table will be gone. Select star from employee, no record found, all record found. These answers almost everybody knows about how to answer this truncate and delete. Right? These are theoretical questions. People are answered very clearly, exact. Delete is a DML, truncate is DDL. Delete can be rollback, truncate cannot be rollback. Delete can add where condition, truncate we cannot. Drop is also a DDL command. Drop, the whole table will be dropped. In case of truncate, the structure remains same, only data gone. In case of drop, the whole data gone. These all answers everybody can give. Don't worry, you can give. But once you're giving this answer, I will send this answer in the notes, don't worry. Always remember, difference between them, point number 6 and point number 7. These 2 points always in the last. These 2 points always in the last. In point number 6, you have to say, truncate is faster than delete. And point number 7, you have to say, truncate will reset the high watermark and delete will not. Now see this here, what is happening. Interviewer is asking you difference between delete and truncate. Interviewer asks you difference between delete and truncate. You give the theoretical 5-6 difference will be written everywhere. I will send the notes. But point number 6 is always this. Truncate is faster than delete. And point number 7 is the last difference is truncate will reset the HWM and delete will not. You know what is happening? 90% of chance here. 90% of the chance whenever you tell this answer to the interviewer will ask you what is HWM. Now see what happening here. Interviewer don't want to ask you what is HWM. 2 minutes before, when interviewer asks you question difference between delete and truncate, he just want to ask simple random questions to you. Simple difference in delete and truncate. He does not want to HWM. Asking HWM is not in his list, not in his question list. But you forced him to ask me what is HWM, because when you're giving the difference, you told the 6 difference. Truncate is faster than delete. He will ask you why truncate is faster than delete or how truncate is faster than delete. And truncate will reset the HWM and delete will not. These are your last difference. Last difference, you keep quiet. As soon as you keep quiet, the next question coming, what is HWM? Are you getting my point, everyone? What I'm trying to say? You are forcing the interviewer here. Ask me this question. Because you use that word. In the interview, what is written in your resume and what word you are using. From that question, next question is always come from your previous answer. In every interview, the next question comes from your previous answer. So at that answer, you are telling to the interviewer that delete, truncate will reset HWM and delete will not. Do you all getting my question? Understand it? What I'm trying to say? Any confusion, ask me here. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? How to answer?
Yes, sir.
I'm teaching you how to answer. What to answer? Everybody know about it. If you just go and open Google, right? Difference in delete and truncate, it is written there. Top 20 interview question, you will definitely find this. Right? So what to answer? Everybody knows. I am telling you how to answer. This answer will be last. Interviewer question is, what is HWM? Now ball come in your court now. Now you can freely play with the ball and kill his 5 minutes. Because your motto is killing 50 minutes. Interview is just 50 minutes. You are killing your 5 minutes of the interview time. How? What is HWM? HWM is the last block of database till data is written. HWM is the last block of database till where data is written. Okay, I'm getting one question. Let me take one. I'm telling you, right? I am not a professional trainer. I don't have PPT, right? So I just have few topics on this. I got a question here. Before going to this question, I just say question coming in my mind. Let me discuss that question first. There is a question. I have a table. This is an interview question. Pure scenario based question. For assume, I have a table. My table contains 1 million rows. 1 million rows means 10 lakhs rows. When I'm writing my select statement, my select query will take 30 seconds to give me the data. 30 seconds to give me data. Because my table is very huge, it contains 1 million rows. I deleted 90% of the data. 90% of the data deleted. 90% of the data deleted means 9 lakhs data deleted. My table contains only 10% of the data. But again, I'm running my select query. My query is still taking 30 seconds. Why? Interview question. Most of the people, you know what they think? This is the performance tuning question. This is your basic concept. It's not performance tuning. Let me repeat the question again. I have a table. My table contains 1 million rows, means 10 lakh rows. When I'm running my select statement, my query took 30 seconds to give me the data. 30 seconds to give me the data. After that, what I did, I deleted 90% of the data deleted. 9 lakhs data deleted. Only 10% data left. But still my query take again same 30 seconds. Why? Because you are deleted. Once you delete the record, my high watermark is not reset. I'm telling you why high watermark in few minutes. The difference between delete and truncate. High watermark is not reset at all. Your high watermark is not reset at all. High watermark on the same position. What is high watermark? High watermark is the last block till where data is written. So because you are deleting record, your high watermark is not reset. For example, suppose this is my home. This is my house. Okay. And I have a 10-bedroom house. 1, 2, 3, it's not mentioned. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have a 10-bedroom mentioned. Somebody came, Abhishek want to search Vishal. Where is Vishal? Abhishek came here. Right. He want to search where is Vishal. So when we come to my house, he does not know where is Vishal. His probability that he will go and search me in all my 10 rooms. This room, this room, this room, this room, this room, all the rooms, all the possibility till where Vishal can find. Everywhere he will go and just try to check because I have 10 rooms. So when database running a query, it will search each block till where data is written. High watermark is the last block till where the data is written. What truncate will do? Truncate will reset it. Reset means the bulldozer come and it take all my mention. There is no mention now. I just have a boundary. So if the Abhishek will stand here, he can see me, Vishal, in this corner or this corner or here or here or here and here. This is what truncate will do. Truncate will reset your high watermark. Truncate will reset your high watermark. Delete will not resetting high watermark. This is the main difference. What is high watermark? High watermark is the last block till where the data is written. For example, let's see this for example. I have a table. In starting, my table is this, right? Data is written in the data block. See this. The same way you have to explain to the interviewer. My high watermark is here. This is my HWM. High watermark is here. After that, I'm inserting 1000 records. See everyone, I'm inserting 1000 records. My table is here. I'm inserting 1000 records in this table. It means data fill here, data fill here, data fill here, data fill here. My high watermark reset from here to here. This is my high watermark now. High watermark is till where data is written. Okay. Again, suppose I came, I inserted 500 more records. 1000 inserted, 500 more inserted. My high watermark already reset till here. 2 more blocks will be captured by data. My high watermark coming here. After that, what happened? I am deleting 1000 records. Once I delete 1000 records, let's see this here. This is my table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are so many blocks. I deleted records. Record only till here. But my high watermark is still on that place. High watermark is not reset. So when somebody run the query, my query go to the table, then go to the data block and try to search here, 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 here as well. Here there is no data. Data deleted, but still because high watermark is here, high watermark is here, high watermark is here, it always go and check till the high watermark. By default, high watermark start as the first block of the table here. By default, start here. But when the table gets data via insert or update or delete, whatever, the high watermark will try to move. High watermark move forward. When data get deleted, the high watermark remains the same. Even through the blocks does not have the data. Even block does not have the data, but high watermark still remain the same on the same position. So high watermark is here. So does not matter data or not, your query go and check here and there. So what the question was? My table contains 1 million record. I deleted 90%. Still my query took the same time because you deleted the record. Your high watermark is not reset at all. High watermark is still here, so your query took 30 seconds of the time. This whole explain you can do. What they're asking? Difference between delete and truncate. What you are giving answer? With all them, then HWM, then giving this example. High watermark, and one more thing. If somebody can ask you how to get high watermark, there is no any easy SQL script by which you can check that what is the high watermark. It is not reveal what is high. We can just assume that the last extent which are allocated, they're high watermark. In a table, when I'm talking about in a table, you have a block, right? For example, it's a block. This is a high watermark, for example, a thin line. High watermark is a thin line which give a difference between free blocks and used blocks. This data is used. So whenever I'm going at my query is running, my query go and touch till this block, till this line, high watermark. As many blocks coming in between, I will read data in all block. Does not matter they have the data or they don't. But if I have the high watermark till that point, my query go and check. So that's why deleting the record will not impact your change. But when we truncate the table, my whole data will be gone. So when data will be gone, my high watermark reset till here to here. No data. So if I try to insert, again it will go move easily, one by one block. So this is the reason I'm telling that truncate will reset the HWM, high watermark, and delete will not. HWM is the last block of the database till where data is written. Always remember, high watermark is just a line with separating who are used block, who are free blocks. Used block and free blocks. So my query will go till the high watermark to try to fetch the data. Now next question is here, see, HWM is faster, right? If you see this, truncate is faster and delete is taking much time. I'm telling you one more example to all of you here. Suppose your table, okay, let's discuss this question another way. First discuss this truncate is faster than delete. Why truncate is faster than delete? What is delete? What is delete? Delete is a DML command. What is truncate? Truncate is a DDL command. Then I discussed the first definition, right? DML means data manipulation language. It means insert, update, delete. If I can do commit or rollback anything. But delete is auto committed, is already committed. I don't have to do anything, it's automatically committed. I am saying truncate is taking more time. Delete taking more time than truncate. Why? See then one example. Suppose this is Vishal, right? In my wallet, I have a wallet. In my wallet, I have $100. In my wallet, I have $100. Suppose Abhishek came, right? And Abhishek stole $100 from my wallet. Abhishek stole $100 from my wallet. Think about it. Abhishek has two options. What Abhishek will do? See here. Either Abhishek can go to the market. And spend that $100 and he watch movie, eat pizza, right? Go for some shopping, right? He finished $100. One option. Second option, what Abhishek can do? Abhishek thought, okay, let's hide this money somewhere. Hide it somewhere. And after 1-2 days, when Vishal forget about that money, then I will use that $100. See, Abhishek has two options. Agree, everyone? If somebody stole $100 from my wallet, they have only two options. Either first is they can go to the market and spend the money, like eating pizza, watching movies, doing some shopping, $100 done. Or he will just go and hide that money somewhere that after some time I will use it. Suppose I got it that Abhishek, you take my money, give my money back. If Abhishek is hidden that money, he will take my money back. Okay, Vishal, sorry, I took that money, take your money back. Give me back. But suppose I know that Abhishek, you already stole my money, give me back. What Abhishek will do here in this scenario? Vishal, all money spent. I go to movie, pizza, shopping, your money is gone. This is what delete and truncate. This is called delete. And this is called truncate. I am saying that data can be rolled back. Rollback means reverted back. From where to revert back? Data must be somewhere. So when we fire a rollback command, data come back from there. So basically, whenever you fire any delete or insert or update, database always go into then write the redo log buffer. Remember that line? Redo log buffer. This question come into the interview. I'm discussing difference between delete and truncate. Truncate is faster than delete. Why? Because delete is a DML command. DML command means it can be rollback or commit. From where it can be rolled back? data must be saved somewhere. From that place, it will be rolled back. So whenever you make any delete command, the all data which are going to delete it, they are writing into the redo log buffer file. They all wrote into the redo log buffer, because if user fire any rollback, I will revert the data from here. Suppose you are writing one delete command, delete from employee, and deleting one command, delete 500 rows. This 500 record will be inserted into redo log buffer first, unless you are not firing commit, because commit is permanent save. Otherwise, it will wait. Maybe you fire rollback. If you fire rollback, data coming from here. So in case of delete command, database has to write that data. Database has to write that data into redo log buffer, because it is writing into redo log buffer. So it will take a lot of time. That's why your delete is taking more time than truncate. In case of truncate, there is no concept of redo log buffer. Truncate is data truncated, data gone, go to market, eating pizza, watching movie, shopping, my money gone. Even you know that Abhishek, you took my money, I can't do anything. Abhishek already spent. If you truncate the data, you cannot roll back. Remember, DDL cannot be rolled back. Yesterday also we discussed alter command, alter, create, drop, truncate, whatever you are talking about, DDL is auto committed. You cannot roll back. There is nothing to read into redo log buffer. So truncate will be much quicker, much faster. But delete, suppose, okay, if you remember, or suppose in your table, in your database, wherever you are working, you have a table contains 1 million record. Just go today in your test environment and try to delete the record, delete from table. You know how much time it will take? You don't know. Reason is, before deleting everything, database will write all 1 million record into the redo log buffer. It will take one extra step for the database to writing the data into redo log buffer, because maybe user can come and roll back. There is a question coming in interview, right? A scenario-based question coming to interview. Let's see this question. I have a table contains 10 million record. I want to delete 5 million. What can we do? How can we do that? Here's a question. Very good scenario-based question. The numbers can be here and there, but people ask the question like this. Maybe interviewer don't use 10 million. Interviewer can say, I have a table contains use volume of record. Use volumes, any number, 10 million, 50 million, 100 million, any number he can say. Use volume of record. I want to delete 10 million records. How to do that? I'm not talking about 5 record, 10 record. 10 million, 5 million records. I have a table contains 10 million record. I want to delete 5 million record. How can we do that? Scenario-based question. See this answer. What I'm discussing? Delete and truncate. Whenever I'm discussing any topic, I'll never leave the topic. I'm always telling you all, go with topic by topic. Each topic, all the permutation and combination of question that can be possibly asked, go to that topic. If that question comes, you definitely make it correct, right? In interview is all your game. Is all your game. It's up to you how you are playing in that 50 minutes, right? Check the India, 70 minutes. Who plays the best 70 minutes hockey? Nobody will stop you, right? I'm a big fan of Shahrukh Khan. Okay, so I'm just telling you. Here, same thing, 50 minutes you have. And never give one line answer and keep quiet. And you are giving interviewer the chance of 50 minutes, ask me another questions. No, you have to force the interviewer, ask me this question. You are forcing to the interviewer. You all will learn this technique, how to give interviews. When we give one answer, you definitely use one word. From there, you can take another question. From that answer, you again use that one word, from where they can use another question. We will learn this technique. And don't worry, interviewer may be not getting trapped in 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. 1 time he will get into this trap. And as soon as because interviewer is not someone who qualified from some university of Oxford. Okay, this person is qualified, only that person will take the interview. It's not. Whoever is free on that day in your project, that person will go and took the interview. That person will go and took the interview. Very simple. There's nothing like somebody is overqualified, they are coming for interview. No. So you have to force that guy, ask me this question. I'm just giving one example of delete and truncate. Like this, I'm discussing so many things, right? And you have to just open, just wait for one free hit. You will get it. Maybe here, maybe you are saying truncate will reset HWM and delete will not. Maybe interviewer did not ask you what is HWM. That's okay. Maybe next trap, he will trap it. Open for the trap. Prepare for the trap. How to answer. As soon as he stuck in that trap, just convert into maximum. You are just looking for that free hit ball, that full toss ball, which we want to make a sixer. You're looking for that one penalty corner, which you can convert it. I know about many people who can give interview just one question interviewer can ask and they kill all 50 minutes and call selected. Because interview is technical discussion between me and you. You have to impress me that, okay, this guy, Abhishek, is able to, me and Abhishek can work together. Because if I have to work with someone, I need that person have understanding. Simple. It's not like I'm coming with 10 questions and somebody can give me 10 answers, then I will select that guy. No. You have to force him. And once you understand, okay, the understanding is good, you are selected. Come back to the question. I have a table, contains 10 million record. I want to delete 5 million. How to do that? How to answer this question? You have to answer to the interviewer. Sir, how to delete the record? We have only two options of deleting record. We know that, truncate and delete. There is no other thing. You can't do anything other than this, truncate and delete. Only these two things you can do to delete the record. You have to tell the interviewer, sir, I cannot truncate the table because truncating will truncate the whole record. I have a 10 million record in my table. I want to delete 5 million only. 5 million I want to save. So I cannot do truncate. Because if I'm doing truncate, it truncates the all records of the table, which I don't need it. So truncate is not an option. Delete. I cannot delete as well. Because if I try to delete 5 million records from a table like this, delete from employee, your where condition, that gives you 5 million records. Your query is running and running and running. I don't know, 2 hours, 4 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. Nobody knows. Maybe your database will stuck and never come back. If you want, you can try it in your test environment. Try to delete some table with 5 million records. Make a sample table by test table, create table name, do this and try to delete 5 million. It never come back. So delete is not an option at all. Why interviewer asking this question? They just want to test. Have you ever worked on a huge volume of record or not? You cannot go and fire, delete and update and something on a huge volume of table. You cannot do that. This is what interviewer want to test. So your answer will be, I cannot do delete. I cannot do truncate, sir, because truncate will truncate all the record. I don't want it. I have to save 5 million. So truncate is not an option. I cannot go and delete the record. I cannot delete the record. Because if I want to delete a record, delete 5 million record, my database will stuck. Why stuck? Because deleting 5 million record, it means it will go to redo log buffer and writing 5 million record into redo log buffer. Remember, delete is what? DML command. DML can be rollbacked. So from where it is rollback? From redo log buffer. So whenever anything deleted or inserted or updated, because it is a facility to be rollbacked, so database writing everything into the redo log buffer first. So I'm not deleting only 5 million. Actually, I'm inserting 5 million record into redo log buffer. It will take a huge volume of time. So my database can be stuck. It will not work. Everybody getting till here or not? First let me know. Everybody getting till
Vishal. Yes, get it.
It's Vishal.
Then
So what can we do now?
I'm telling you the answer.
Yes,
and what
sir.
can we do? Then you are coming to third point. Point number 1, always give answer point wise. Keep calm, point wise answer. Point number 1, sir, truncate cannot do. Point number 2, delete is not feasible operation because if I'm doing delete, my database will stuck, sir. It will take. The reason is here you are telling to the interviewer that yes, I know how to work on huge volume of database. I know it. I know this option. So I can't do that because if I'm doing this, my database will stuck. Then option number 3, what I'm doing, I will create a temporary table. Create table a_temp as select star from your condition 5 million record condition and my one table is created. Create is a DDL command. DDL is quick. Remember that DDL is so quick. So I'm creating a table, third option, I'm creating a temporary table where I can take that 5 million. Which 5 million record you want to save? Which 5 million record I want to save? I will take a table. Now data is here. Point number 4, now go and truncate the table. Now I can truncate the table. This again, quick. Understand it? I have a table. Let me get it here again. I have a table. My table, this contains 10 million records. I want to delete 5 million. It means I want to save 5 million record. So what I will do, I will create a temp table. This is the approach we will follow everywhere. Create a temp table and save that 5 million records here. Create table name and select star from this. There's a very good question here as well. I will discuss when I discuss about constant, but I'm just telling you because whenever I'm writing, sometimes this question coming in interview, how to create a table from a table. People give answer, create table name as select star from table name. You know what is happening here? You know what is happening?
Yeah, wherever there is a referential integrity, it will fail.
No. Creating a table will just create a table. It's not fail. Create a table is a DDL command. This will create a table. There is no option. The table will create it. Answer, how to answer this? Once you do this, the table data copied, data type copied. That's it. Index not copied. Primary key not copied. Constraint not copied. I will discuss about constraint. I will let you know how to answer. People can give this answer. An interview asking you, I want to create a table from a table. So everybody says, CTS, create table as select star from. But don't give this answer. When you're giving, sir, you're saying, sir, we can do create table as select star from. But when I do that, then my table copied, table data copied, data type copied, but everything is not copied. Primary key not copied, index not copied, constraint not copied, but not null constraint copied. So when I discuss about constraint, I will let you know because I'm creating this create table. So I just remember this question. Okay, come here. So what I did it here in this scenario, my table contains 10 million. I create one temporary table with 5 million record. I create one temporary table with 5 million record. My temporary table will be created. With 5 million records, my temporary table will be created. Now, fourth option, I will go and truncate this main table. No option. You have no problem at all. You can just go and truncate. Truncate is quick. Table gone. Now you have two options here. Either when I do this truncate, it will be quick. Till here, everybody is okay. Understand it? Number 3, I will create a table. That is a DDL operation. It will quick. It will create my table with 5 million record, which I want to save. Then I will truncate the main table. Now I have two options. Either I can insert this record into this table because this table is empty. A table is empty now. And my temp A table contains 5 million record, which I needed. So I have two options. Either I can copy this whole record into this direct insert with append. I will let you know what is append. I can directly insert this record. Data inserted all successfully, quick. The rest data is already gone. I have only required data into this table. Second option, I can drop this table and rename this table. It is much faster. Rename this table temp A table to A. Rather than truncating, I can drop the table. Drop is again a DDL. It is much faster. I can drop the table and rename this table to A table. But renaming table should not follow. You have to tell to the interviewer. We should always go and try to insert the record, because if you drop this table A, all the procedures, functions, all procedure, function, packages, cursors, triggers, whatever written in your database, which are referring this particular table, they all become uncompiled. So after creating this table, I have to do another task to go and compile all procedure, function, trigger, package, cursor, whoever using this table. So an extra work I have to involve, that we may forget it or we may miss some package or procedure or function. So it is always preferable to truncate the table and insert record from here to here. Understand this question? What is the question is? Let me repeat it in next 1 minute again. I have a table contains 10 scenario based question coming into. We discussed many questions till now in last 50 minutes. Many questions. I have a table contains 10 million record. I want to delete 5 million. This question is all based on delete and truncate. no performance tuning. What's the question I tell you discussing first? I have a table. My table contains 10 million record and it will take 30 seconds to fetch the data. I deleted 0.9 million or 9 million records I deleted. 90% record I deleted. Still my query took the same 30 seconds. Why? Why my query time is not reduced? Because you are doing delete. Delete means high watermark not reset. Once high watermark not reset, it will take the same time because high watermark is the last block till where data is written. So my query will go and search till the last block till where data is written. It will take the same amount of time. This is not tuning. Delete and truncate. Basic concept. Question here come again. My table contains 10 million. I want to delete 5 million. How to do that? How to do that? Because doing this scenario, what is happening? You want to delete, you have to answer, sir, truncate I can't do, because truncate means truncate all data, which you don't want. You want to delete 5 million, save 5 million. Truncate is not an option at all. Delete. I cannot delete, sir, because if I want to delete, it will stuck my database. Deleting 5 million records means 5 million records I want to insert into redo log buffer. It will take a lot of time. Can we take 24 hours? Can 48 hours? I don't know. So we never do that. So what we can do? We can create a temp table. Creating a DDL faster. Create table name as select star from my condition, which will take my 5 million record inserted from here to here. My records is saved here. My temp table is saved 5 million. Now this table contains 10 million. I don't need it. Let's truncate this table. Table truncated. Gone. Then after that, I will take this record, all record here and insert into here again. Faster. I have option that I can drop this table. I have option that I can drop this table and rename this table as well. But by doing this option, what is happening? All the procedure, function, packages, trigger, cursor, whoever referring this particular table, they all become uncompiled. So after creating the table, I have to do another task to compile all the dependencies that we may miss it. So always prefer to insert this by using this scenario or this approach. I from a big use volume of table, I can delete a use volume of record as well. Now somebody asked this question. Here, Guram, ask your question.
We shall actually the primary table in this case temp table only have 5 million records, whereas the primary table still have 10 million. Now
Yes.
when we are restoring the primary table, if the primary table has the references like parent key, primary key, and if we are trying to restore with the 5 million, what will happen for the deleted 5 million records, Vishal? Like there are referential integrity.
Okay,
We
I
are
haven't
not-
discussed the referential integrity yet, but I'm telling you this answer, what is coming here. I haven't discussed key because the reason is, have you attend my study class?
Yeah, yes. I attended. Even I went. I
No,
listened.
that's
your,
okay. That's okay. Let me tell you. I'm coming to the just after the next topic is keys, but I'm telling you here this: that most of people who don't know keys, or because what I'm considering, if somebody come in my class, you don't know anything, so I will start from scratch, right, to try to build. Let's give this answer for you. I'm considering that you know about keys. Who don't know about referential integrity and what? Just keep quiet for a few minutes. When this question come here in this interview, let me focus on the interview point of view. Then I'm coming to solution point of view. When this question come to in interview, interviewer just want to test that, do you know how to play with use volume of data? I took around 1,000 interviews, including I go to so many colleges to do the college campus, 20 years experience people to 2 years experience people, right? We get trained for it. I'm getting to my company provide me training, how to took interviews, right? In last 1,000 interviews, what I learned, right? I'm trying to deliver my experience. It may be wrong. I'm trying to deliver my experience. Interviewer always want to test that, do you have a basic understanding? So here this question main motto is, do you know how to work with use volume of record? I'm telling you what is happening here in real time scenario. When we are inserting the data, we are going into the table and go and disable all indexes. If you know about index, disable all index, because index are harmful for inserting. It will take time. So the people will go disable all index. If any foreign keys are there, I'm going to delete that record, right? Foreign key can be null, possible. I'm discussing about all this. Who don't know about foreign key, so forget about it. I will discuss all topic. Foreign key can be null. So null data allowed in case of foreign key. So that's okay. There is no reference. But if that record present here, in case of date, I'm writing a not exist, because in the case of our database, any RDBMS, relational database management system, is saying that in case of foreign key means what? Referential integrity, parent and child relation. So we are saying that no orphan child not supporting. Orphan means in Hindi it's called anath. Orphan child we are not supporting. So we cannot leave any as such child who does not have a parent. So if any data try to delete, it will give you real-time error that you can't delete the record because parent exists. You can't delete it. And there is no solution for it. You can't do that until unless you can go and disable the constant and do something. So in this scenario, when foreign key come into the picture, it means you cannot delete it, man. Means database point of view, technical point of view, you can't do that. So because you can't do that, so that's totally okay. You can't do anything here in this scenario. You can't delete the record. Either you can make it null, if allowed that column is not null constant, or you can't delete. Here question is, I want to delete. I'm considering there is nothing foreign key issues. If there is foreign key, never ask you. If there is a foreign key, then the question is totally reverted. Then you can't delete because we are not supporting any orphan child. Anath bachche ko hum nahi chhodte. In our database concept, we are not leaving any child orphan. Every child must be a parent. When I'm discussing about foreign key, I will discuss about all this topic. Then I come to that point. So from here, if you're asking this question or this type of question, they want to delete the record, their main focus is how you handle use volume of record. So answer this. But rest, when you try to insert, we are disabling indexing, foreign keys. I will discuss about all this topic when this topic comes. But this question is totally related to how to work with use volume of record. What is delete and truncate? This question is basically your concept on delete and truncate. That's it. One topic, each concept. Yes, ask me a question, Ms. Prabhu.
Sir, my question is the insert or delete both are DML only, right? Only,
Yeah,
right?
the same as again, you are inserting, it will take time, right?
Yes, yes.
The same as saying disable the indexer and all this thing. We have a append, no logging. There's a concept append, no logging. When we reach append, no logging, then you know that. Till here, what we learn? Delete and truncate. There's an option that when we insert the data, we can use append, no logging. Alter table, table name, no logging. It means there's nothing to be logged. There's a concept. We will learn about this. When learn performance tuning, we learn about append and no logging. I remember one thing. From wherever you learn, either learn from YouTube, Google, from me, or from anywhere, always focus on concept. Go topic by topic. Once we go topic by topic, after 1 month, everything will be ready. Okay, let's come to one question here. Remove this. I will send everything in the notes, don't worry. They're coming to the concept keys. Most of the people, does not matter your experiences, you still get confused. What is super key? What is primary key? What is candidate key? What is alternate key? What is surrogate key? And they still get confused. What is keys? As our interview asking difference between super key and candidate key, difference between candidate key and primary key, difference between primary key and unique key. No need to memorize anything. This is super key. Understand the concept here. Very good lecture here today's. Please listen. It helps you a lot. I can guarantee you. Whatever we are discussing till tomorrow, yesterday, and today, you will get at least 3 to 4 questions. Believe me. Let's go keys. What is keys? Any key. Interviewer asking any key. Super key, candidate key, alternate key, surrogate key, primary key, unique key, any keys. Key means what? Database is pure database. Pure English. Keys means what? Who can open the lock. This is what? Who can open the lock is a key. Any key, if you're talking about, your first line is in your interview. Does not matter what key is asking. Key is a key who can open the lock. It means who can uniquely identify the data. If I'm talking about primary key, unique key, surrogate key, super key, candidate key, alternate key, any key who are used to uniquely identify the data. Either it is super key, candidate key, alternate key, primary key, unique key. The key, the first line, remember everyone, it's used to, what is this will be? This will be used to uniquely identify the data. Now every key has their own characteristics. Super key. Super key is a set of more than one key that used to identify a record uniquely. For example, super key is the number one on the top. For example, this is the table. Understand with example. Select star from HR.employees. Everybody should go and create your account here on Live SQL. You don't need any database to install. Everything is here. You can work here. See this, select star from HR.employee. I'm talking about super key. Super key is the main boss. Main boss, right? Under this, all our keys are a subset of this super key. All keys, primary key, unique key, alternate key, they all are a subset of super key. Super key means what? And key is what? Uniquely identify the data. If I write a query, select star from employee where first name is equal to this and last name is equal to this and email is equal to this and phone number is equal to this and hire date is equal to this. I make all 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 combinations, table combination, and it will give me one record. It means all this combination which give one record is a what? Super key. 10 columns I am using and getting one record, super key. Suppose I am using only 8 columns and again I am getting only unique record, candidate key. The minimum of super key is your called candidate key. Primary key, the same key, only thing is what? This is the minimum, latest. You cannot go more below than that, but the primary case cannot contains null. In case of super key and candidate key, these 2, 3 columns, suppose I'm combination of 10 columns, maybe possible this commission percentage column is null. It is possible. But in case of primary key, if I'm getting a primary key of 2, 3, 4 column combination, any of this column cannot be null. This is called primary key. Primary key is unique, not null. Unique, not null. Required, never duplicate, and used for uniquely identify the data. There are many questions coming here. In next 30-40 minutes, I'm teaching you why only one primary key. There's a question coming in the interview. Can a table contains 2 primary key? Everybody can answer, no sir, no, I cannot. If your experience is more than 8 years, I'm asking you, why? Why a table cannot contains more than one primary key? Can anybody answer me? Why? How? Don't give me answer how. Sir, I can make a unique key with not null constant. Don't give me answer how. How? Everybody know. Why? Whenever you pick any topic, I'm telling you to everyone, for preparation, any topic, focus on few point. What? Why? How? When? Where? Which? All the W's. Then any question, nobody is able to stop your selection. You can answer anything. Why we cannot create 2 primary key? Have you ever think about it? The people more than 8 year experience. Primary key is one primary key. The people coming from the college, they also know about. How do you make yourself different from 8 year experience? Every day your project work, 40% of the work based on basic concept. Okay, let's come back to the primary concept first. I'm giving one example. I'm giving the same example almost every time. I mean the same example to make you understand so many questions on the primary key, so many questions, right? See this. In a class, understand this scenario here, everyone. I'm giving you 2, 3 examples here. In a class, suppose there is name, suppose my name Vishal. Vishal is a very common name, right? In a class, there can be Vishal Jaiswal, Vishal Singh, right? Vishal Gupta, right? Maybe Vishal Kumar, 4 students. Your math teacher come into the class. Listen everyone, this example. Your math teacher come into the class and say, Vishal scored 50 out of 50. Vishal scored 50 out of 50 in exam. Which Vishal? You don't know. Because just by using this example, actually there are 4 people who are Vishal. You know, I'm not able to uniquely identify the data. This is not a primary key. Vishal is not a primary key. But if suppose your teacher say roll number 34, roll number 34 is scored 50 out of 50. No, roll number 34 is Vishal Jaiswal. No need to tell about Vishal Jaiswal, even the name. Only roll number able to uniquely identify the data. Okay, this guy is scored 50 out of 50. What is roll number? Uniquely identify the candidate. Uniquely identify the candidate. Roll number is a primary key. Roll number is unique. It is not possible that in any class there are two persons having the same roll number. It's not possible. Never. If there are two Vishal, Vishal 1, Vishal 2, both have different roll numbers. Roll number is used to uniquely identify the data. Row number is used to uniquely identify the data. See this here. Roll number 34. Uniquely identify. You are Vishal. Roll number is a primary key. Okay. Good. Suppose teacher go to the principal and say that in my class I took exam and roll number 34 is scored 50 out of 50 because teacher know roll number 34 is uniquely identify the data. We have to give a prize to that guy. He's a very intelligent student. Principal. Okay. Principal announces from her office, roll number 34, listen everyone, roll number 34, please come to my office, I want to give you a prize. In that school, 10 classes going on. Every class has roll number 34, from grade 1 to grade 10. All 10 students go to principal office, give me the prize. Because you just told, roll number 34, come to my cabin, I want to give a prize. Roll number 34, when teacher told here, uniquely identify the data. But when principal say roll number 34, it's 10 students. It's not uniquely identify. Uniquely identify means only one record should come, no duplicate. So what principal should say? Principal says, oh shit, I did a mistake. Principal is saying now, roll number 34, grade 6. Roll number 34 plus grade 6. Principal use 2 columns. When they are using 2 columns, then all 9 students will go back. Only 1 student remain to whom she will give the prize. Now here if you see, 2 columns used to uniquely identify the data. This is called composite primary key. Composite primary key means what? More than 1 column used to uniquely identify the data. Composite primary key. That's it. Concept never change. It will not duplicate. Simple. When I use these 2 columns, it will give me 1 record. It means these 2 column combination give unique data. These 2 column combination primary key. Okay. Principal go to the district magistrate that from my school, grade 6, roll number 34, very intelligent. He crack on math Olympiad, score 50 out of 50. Let's give him prize. The district magistrate say, okay. District magistrate said, on this 26th January, I want to give a prize. Please come to the parade. Roll number 34, grade 6. In that city, 100 schools. 100 students will reach who are in grade 6 and roll number 34. Agree, everyone? Agree or not?
Agree.
Right? Again,
Yes, sir.
the concept is failed.
Yes,
So then the what you can say, the district magistrate say, no. Kendriya Vidyalaya. I will use one more column. Kendriya Vidyalaya. Roll number 36. Roll number 34, grade 6. If I use 3 columns, then I'm getting 1 student. 3 column combination. Used to uniquely identify the data. Composite primary key. So what is primary key? Composite primary key. Used to uniquely identify the data. Who used to uniquely identify the data? Never duplicate. Give me 1 record. Give me 1 record. It's called composite primary. Concept is not, there is no difference. It's same. Normal primary key, 1 column. Composite primary key, more than 1 column. That's it. Rest everything is that same. Concept never change. Who is used to uniquely identify the data? But for example, you don't have anything which uniquely identify the data. Let's talk about an option called surrogate key. Surrogate key. Have anybody heard about, let's forget about database. Forget about database. Anybody heard about surrogacy? Do you know about surrogacy?
Yes. Yes, we should.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Please mute who is not speaking. Please mute. Surrogacy is a medical term. Forget about database for a few minutes. Okay. Forget about database. Surrogacy is a medical term. When a husband and wife is not able to make a child due to any complications, some issues, what they can do in India, it is legal. We can go for we can opt a surrogacy option. We know Shahrukh Khan has a child from surrogacy. Angelina Jolie has a child from surrogacy. Many celebrities have a child. One or two of my friends, I know that personally, they have a child from surrogacy. Right? What surrogacy means? What surrogacy means? I don't have a child, but I want a child. So I go for a surrogacy options where I took a child and say, you are my DNA. Now you are here to represent my family, and you are here to tell you are the primary key of my family, surrogate key. Once we don't have any column who is used to uniquely identify the data, we artificially generate it. An ID column artificially generated. How to generate? By using sequence, by using identity column. I will discuss about sequence and all, don't worry. So I'm telling you surrogate key. Whenever we don't have any, just like here in surrogacy, remember database is pure English. If you don't know if any error is coming to you in your project working, you don't know what is error, just copy this error, go to Google and paste it here and try to take meaning in Hindi, meaning in Tamil, meaning in Telugu, whatever your language is. Understand that problem. Most of your issues is all your base concept, right? Let's see this here. Please mute who is not speaking. I'm talking about surrogate key, right? I'm talking about surrogate key. Give an example with surrogacy. Surrogacy means when a husband and wife is not, please mute, who is not speaking, please mute. Whenever a husband and wife is not able to make a child, we can make an option from surrogacy and take a column, take a child and say, you are my DNA now. You are my DNA. You are my child. You are representing my family. Uniquely identify my family that you are Mr. ABCD Jaiswal. Right? Nobody know about it. I make the child to surrogacy. Same thing, surrogate key. Once I don't have any column which used to uniquely identify the data, so I will generate a column artificially by ID column, generated through sequence or ID column, which used to uniquely identify the data of my table. That is called surrogate key. Surrogate key has no business meaning. No business meaning. Is nothing related to the data. We just populated it uniquely by artificially. Remember that, artificially. We generated this child artificially to unique identify each and every of my record. That is called surrogate key. Are you getting my understand this question here, everyone?
Yes, Vishal.
Right now, see this question. The question coming in the interview. Why surrogate? Okay, whoever is working in your project, you go today in your project and see the ID column. I'm expecting if you have 100 tables using, almost more than 50 tables ID column is populated through sequence. You can go and check in your project, everyone. Means this 550 columns populated through sequence, this ID column, it means all is surrogate key. Why we need surrogate key? Why we need? If I have a primary, I can make a primary key. Suppose because what is I have an option to make composite primary key. What I tell you about surrogate key? Oh, sorry, super key. Super key is what? Is a main boss. 100 columns combination, like in this query. I can choose first name, last name, email, phone number, 4 column combination. This 4 column combination always give me unique data. So why not I create a composite primary key? What is composite primary key? More than 1 column. So why not I choose this column? Why I am choosing to generate a column ID artificially? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For example, suppose I go to hospital. Suppose I go to any hospital, right? And I say that my name is Vishal Jaiswal. I have this. I am patient of this particular thing. Please treat me, right? The doctor start the treatment, or I go to the hospital, right? So maybe my first name Vishal, last name Jaiswal can be possible. Maybe other people are Vishal Jaiswal. Maybe I can make my email ID. Email ID can be unique. Which first name, last name, email ID. These 3 combination used to uniquely identify me. But what hospital will do? Hospital will take a patient ID column. Patient is LPA1234. LPA1234 is not my identity. It's not me. It's not my DNA. Hospital will artificially generate and tell this will use to uniquely identify who is Vishal Jaiswal. Patient ID. Patient ID is not representing you. Your Aadhaar number is yours. Your PAN card number is yours. In US, your SN number is mine, which used to identify me. But a patient ID in my hospital, PAT1234, is not me. But in that hospital, if you want to uniquely identify who is Vishal Jaiswal, you will go and check patient ID 1234. Okay, patient 1234 on You go to this particular way. Uniquely identify the data. Uniquely identify the data means surrogate key. Why we need it? Why? I can do that. Why not I'm doing this? I'm giving this answer in a few minutes. Let's go back to the primary key one more time. Primary key is uniquely identify the data, right? Never duplicate, not null. How to create a primary key? Let's see. I'm coming to that topic. Suppose I'm writing here, create table EMP info. I'm writing it here. Everyone just see this here. I'm writing, for example, ID, number. Just write here primary key. It's become primary key. ID, number, primary key, comma. Suppose I'm writing employee name, varchar 2. The capacity, as I discussed earlier, 20 is the capacity, right? I'm writing a department ID, number. When I'm writing this create this particular ID is a primary key created. Primary key means, let's see, I'm inserting data. Insert into EMP info values. I'm inserting, for example, 1, common name, for example, Vishal, department, I'm inserting suppose 20. Inserting data inserted. Select star from EMP info. Data inserted. Let me try to insert one more record with same one. Jaswal. I'm trying to insert, it will give me error. You know why? Because one already present. ID is a primary key. Primary key uniquely identify. Any key is any key. Candidate key, super key, unique key, primary key, surrogate key. Any key is used to uniquely identify the data. I'm discussing about one key. Let me discuss it here. I'm trying to insert this record. It will give me error. Unique constant violation. You violate means some rule is constant means rule. Some rule is violated. You can't insert this record, man. This record ID is a primary key. You already one insert into the table. We already one exist in the table. You cannot insert one again. I make it 2. Now data inserted. Primary key. Uniquely identify the data. Not null. I cannot insert null here. I want to insert null. It gives me error. Because a primary key. Every key has their own characteristics now. All key are same. Key is used to uniquely identify the data. Primary key, unique key, surrogate key, candidate key, alternate key, super key. Every key is used. Never confuse. Uniquely identify the data. Simple. Now every key has their own characteristics. Come here. Primary key. Here. I am not allowing null values. I cannot be duplicate. Right? I am required field. You cannot make me leave. And I have maximum one primary key. Why cannot? I will discuss in few minutes. Maximum primary key. Let me consider a unique key. For example, I'm discussing very good topic here in next 5 minutes. Please listen carefully. What is unique key? Unique key is same like primary key. Exactly same. Unique keys never duplicate. It is required. It is unique. Used to uniquely identify the data. One of the most common interview question, difference between primary key and unique key. Primary key is only one. We can create more than one unique keys. And primary key is not accepting null value. Unique key will accept null value. Let's see this here. I'm creating one here again. Let me drop table employee info. See, I'm just writing here unique. When I write here unique, this particular column become a, let me take more than one unique key. Department ID, department name, varchar 2, 20, unique. You can see that if I just write it here, primary key, it will give me error. So there is only one primary key in the table. Table can have only one primary. Why? I will discuss in few minutes. Unique key is more than one. The first difference between unique key and primary key. There are more than one unique key possible, but only one primary key. Primary key not allow null. If I'm inserting here 20 and IT, primary key not allow null value. But in case of unique key, I'm supposed of writing 1. I'm writing at 20, it is inserted as it is. I'm trying to make it 2 and 20 I want to insert again into this unique. It will give me error. That unique constant violation. You cannot insert duplicate value again because 20 already exists. I make it 21, data inserted. Select staff employee info, data inserted. Now let's talk about null value. I'm inserting null. One row inserted. Null allow into unique key, primary key not allow null. Let me insert one more thing. You can say null. Now here is the question. Go to employee info table. See this table. I created this column as a unique. Unique means uniquely identify the data. It cannot be duplicated. It allow null, I understand, but more than one null, why? If I try to insert 21 again, if you see this 21 already present, if I try to insert 21 again here, if I try to insert 21 again here, it will give me error. Why 21 present here? I'm trying to insert 21 here again, it will give me error. Unique constraint, you cannot insert 21 again. But when I try to insert null, even null present into the database, it's allowed data to insert into this table. Null inserted again. Why? Why unique key allow null multiple times? Null already present, but I try to insert null again, then it again allow. Why? If you try to insert 21, it will go and check. 21 exists? Yes, 21 exists. Sorry, you cannot insert into the table because unique constraint violation. Unique key, unique means only one, used to uniquely identify the data, but null is more than one null I can allow. Why? What is the reason? What is null? Remember this particular topic. You are getting one question in your interview from null. Does not matter from where you are get. Maybe from here, maybe exception, maybe a function, maybe a constraint, maybe some order by. You are get one question from null for sure. Null from a topic you definitely. Null is what null? Why I'm trying to insert null and I'm able to insert null here multiple times. I'm trying to insert null again. You can see this here again null. I want to insert next record with null. It will again allow me to insert record with null. See, again inserted. One more row inserted. Select star from employee info. I have one more record with null. Why? Null is undefined unknown. We don't know the value of null. Null equal to, suppose I'm talking about 3 plus 5 is equal to what? 3 plus 5 is equal to what? Who will tell me the answer?
8.
8. 5 minus 3 is equal to what?
2.
2. How do you know that? Because you know the face value of 3. You know the face value of 5. You know this is 1, 2, 3. You know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 plus 5 become 8. You know the face value. But in case of null, if anything adding to null is become null. We don't know what is null. Let's see this here. Select 3 plus 5 from dual. It will give you answer 8. 3 plus 5 become 8. I'm writing here 3 plus null. Give you null. Null. I don't know the value of null. Null is undefined unknown. If you don't know the value of null, anything adding or subtracting to null become null. Remember in grade 6 or grade 5 when we learned about first time infinite, anything added to infinite or subtracted to infinite plus 100 is equal to what? Infinite. Infinite minus 100 is equal to what? Infinite. Because I don't know what is infinite. In case of null, I don't know what is null. Null equal to null is an invalid statement. I cannot compare. Null is not equal to null. It's also invalid statement. Because we don't know, so I can't compare. 3 is not equal to 5. I know that. I know the face value of 3. I know the face value of 5. So I can see 3 is not equal to 5. That's true. But null is not equal to null is not true. Here, when I try to insert null again, I'm trying to insert 21 again. Database go and check. Is 21 exist? 21 equal to 21. True. Yes, 21 exists. Sorry, I can't insert 21. Data already exists. But null. I'm trying to insert null. Null equal to null. Condition fail. I don't know. I don't know null is equal to null or not. Database is not able to identify. So null is get a benefit of doubt and data will be inserted into the table. So that's why unique key allow more than one null values here. Null is allowed in unique key because every null is unique. Remember this line, this question will come into the interview. Every null is unique. As null is undefined, unknown, we cannot compare one null to other. Null is allowed in unique key because every null is unique. We cannot compare. And table can have more than one unique keys. Now the question coming to the interview. Primary key, unique key, both are same. Then how to make one table as a primary key, one as a unique key? For example, let's see this. I'm driving a car, right? And I jumped a red light. I drive a car, I jump a red light here. Here's a red light, I jumped it. And I was very happy that police is not here, right? I'm very happy, I go to my home. After a few days, I receive a letter from RTO. In India, it's called RTO office. In US, it is called DMV office. From DMV office, RTO office, I receive a letter that your car number UMT2126 is jumped this red light. Please pay the fine of $50. Right? How do you know that? Because there is a camera who capture my driving license plate number, my car number or license plate number, and 2126 is assigned to Vishal, who is living in US. This is his address. It is not possible that this particular number is used by some person Vishal in Virginia, some people use it in Texas, some people use it in California. It's not possible. No. One number is allocated to only one person. Same in India also. Your car number is allocated to only one person. For example, okay. So then in this DMV office or RTO office, your car number is uniquely identify you, primary key. Uniquely identify you. It will go and find you and give you this, you have to pay the fine. Let's take another example. Suppose your car is stolen. Okay. Suppose your car is stolen, and what the thief will do, the first thing, they will change your car number, license plate number will change, and they took all the car to Meerut, right? And they disassemble the car and sold all the body, for example. Okay. But suppose you are unlucky and your car will find, because people is unlucky if the car is found. For example, you are unlucky, your car is found. Police, even the thief will change your license plate number, this number. The police will call you after 30 days that, hello, Mr. Vishal, your car is fine. Please come to Noida Sector 21 office, police chowki office, and take your car back. How police identify this is my car, even my car license plate number? The first thing what the thief will do, they took my license plate number, throw it somewhere. Even my car will be uniquely identified, because in a table, in a car, there are many other things. Your engine number, your chassis number, they all are unique, only for you. No two cars have the same number. From that number, it will be assigned, identified, this car is you, unique key. In a table, if I have multiple columns, they used to uniquely identify, I can choose any one as a primary key, anyone as a unique key. Uniquely identify the data. Uniquely, just like in US, it's called a VIN number. VIN number. It's called a VIN number. In every car, you have a VIN number. It printed many places on the car. If you go anywhere, they just scan that VIN number, right? And all the details of the car come in front of you. This is called what? Unique key. Uniquely identified. I can make this as a primary key as well, but database choose to make this as a primary key. Now this becomes an interview question, right? If there are two columns which can be used to uniquely identify the data, how do you choose which can be a primary key? How to decide who is primary key, who is unique key? If I have two columns like here, engine number, chassis number, car license plate number, DMV officers choose car license plate number is a primary key. Thus I are a unique key, right? How do you decide? Interview ask you this question in the interview. You have two columns in my table. I have two columns. Both columns used to uniquely identify the data, column A and column B. How do you choose who is primary key, who is unique key? What to answer? Your first answer. Now come to the difference between primary key and unique key. You have to answer. If there is any possibility in future that any one of these columns can contain null value, can contain. It is any possibility, any one of these in future can contain null value. So I will choose that column as a unique key, because unique key can possibly take null, primary key will not. I will choose that column as a null value, other as a primary key. It will say, okay, both of them is not null. Both of them cannot take null value for sure. Then second is, if there is a number column, I will prefer number column first. Why? Because later the indexing, I will let you know when I discuss about index and all. So if there is a number column, I will choose number column as a primary key. Varchar will not. Interviewer will say both are numbers. If both are numbers, both cannot take null. Whatever you want, you can use. Both are same. There is no difference between primary key and unique key both. You can check both of them. Next question here. 10-15 more minutes, guys. Next question of primary key. I want to finish all the question. Let's see. I have a table here. Understand? I'm keeping a table in front of you. Create table supplier. Right? I'm going table supplier. Supplier ID. Number. I make this column not null. Means you cannot insert a null value. Supplier name. I'm inserting varchar2. This is a very good question. At least asked to me 3-4 times. And so many questions asking to the people in the interview. Listen to this question. Get to the primary key. Contact name, for example, varchar2. Varchar2 20. 51. Okay. I'm creating a composite primary key. Constant supplier underscore pk. Don't worry, nobody in the interview will ask you to write any code like this. Don't worry. Primary key, 2 column combinations, supplier ID, comma, supplier name. 2 columns. Let me create it. What is this? Composite primary key. I hope you understand it, right? More than 1 column is composite primary key. There is no difference at all. It's used to uniquely identify the data. Interviewer asking you a question like this. I have a table. My table contains a composite primary key. I have a table. Interviewer asks you like this. Let me show you. I have a table A, B, C, D. In this table, I have 3 columns. Suppose ID is a not null column, name and address, right? And I have a composite primary key on ID and name. Composite primary key ID. It means you understand it. Composite primary key ID and name means these 2 column combination always give you unique data. That I hope you understand, right? That I explain you. Primary key means uniquely identify the data. Any key means uniquely identify your data. Not only primary key. Any key uniquely identify the data. ID and name, composite primary key. Means 2 columns. You remember I did, right? Roll number 34, grade 6 plus roll number 34, Kendriya Vidyalaya plus grade 6 plus roll number 34. More than 1 column used to uniquely identify the data. Primary, composite primary key. Interviewer is saying, I want to insert a record here. Insert into supplier. See everyone. Values. I'm inserting suppose supplier ID 2, supplier name null, contact name for example just take C. This here. Example. This particular column is a not null column. I'm inserting 2. This column, you can insert anything. I'm inserting null. This column inserting C. Can I insert this data? Or if this data inserted, how can I fetch the record? Remember this. This is a conceptual question of primary key. What is primary key? If primary key means uniquely identify, I will not allow any null. Supplier ID, supplier name. These 2 are the supplier name is not a not null. It just asks you for confusion. But this both column is a combination is a not null. Remember study I tell you, when you come to my family, you have to follow my custom. Remember study? I tell you this line. When you come to my family, you have to follow my custom. Supplier name, bhai sahab. अब आप primary key हो गए हो. You become a primary key. Once you become a primary key, then you have to follow my custom. It means you cannot accept a null value. I'm trying to run this, it will give me error. Cannot insert null into supplier name. Supplier name is not a not null constant. You can see that. But still, you cannot insert data here because you are a part of primary key now. And what is the part of primary key means? What a part of primary key means? you are not allow null value. None of the attribute is allowing null. This is called primary key. So in this question, you can see this question is very simple question, very good question. Scenario-based question coming, you try to insert supplier name as a null. Supplier name can contain null value. It's not a not null constant, but it's a part of primary key. Part of primary key means you are come to my family. Once you come to my family, you have to follow my custom. Got it? Primary key, unique key, both are same. Both are same. Only difference is what? Primary key has only one primary key. Unique key, more than one. Primary key is only one into the table. Why? I will discuss. Unique key, more than one unique key. Suppose there is a question, right, coming. Okay, let's see. There is one more scenario-based question. Let's discuss this. I have a table in production. See this scenario-based question coming to the interview. It's all related to the primary key. See how when you pick one topic, all permutation and combination of question can be possibly asked. See, I have a table in production which has duplicate data. Suppose let me create this. Create table XYZ ID number. Table created. Let me insert few record. Insert into XYZ values 1 1 1 1 inserting few record. Select a star from XYZ. A table contains duplicate data. Everybody can see that. Interviewer is saying, I have a table. My table contains millions of record, man. Okay, and that table has a column, and I want to make, and I want whatever inserted till now, that's okay. But from this release, when this release going on, right, I want that there is no further duplication allowed. I don't want any other duplicate record. How to do that?
Alter the table.
I have a table. Anybody saying something? Sorry.
Changing the data, definition. That's it, Vishal. So,
We have to say primary key on the.
Let's listen this here. Once I'm saying that I don't want any duplicate data, you have only two options. Either that column contains primary key, unique key, or they have a unique index. And when I discuss about index, I will let you know. Forget about index option. That table cannot allow duplicate. It means that table must has a this particular column either primary key or unique key. Any key. Key means uniquely identified. So I want it as a primary key and unique key. Then only it cannot allow duplicate. So if you add this particular column as a primary key column, it will not allow any duplicate record. But this table already contains duplicate data, and I cannot delete the record. In a production environment, from a table, you cannot delete the record. Nobody deleting the record from a table. Never. So business scenario is, I have a table, my table contains duplicate record. I cannot delete any previous record, but I want no further duplication. I don't want
the sequence on the table.
Sorry, what is that?
You can create the sequence on that table.
उससे क्या हो जाएगा?
और जब भी प्रोडक्शन में डेटा लोड होगा तो ओनली फर्दर सीक्वेंस और फर्दर डेटा अपडेट होगा विद द न्यू सीक्वेंस.
Sequence is not associated with a table. One line, always remember it. When I discuss about sequence, the people always get confused.
Sequence on the column, not a table.
Sequence is not create any time in a column. Sequence is always associated different identity which you use to populate a column of a table. And sequence is a surrogate key. I just mentioned 5 minutes before, is a surrogate key, surrogacy, artificially generated, right? Sequence is never associated with a particular table. This data is coming from user. When data sequence is artificially generated, remember this, sequence is what? The people who don't know sequence, don't worry, I will take a whole class on sequence. Sequence is artificially generated number. Artificially generated. Sequence.next when a new value is coming, right? Automatically. But here this data coming from user. I want any user cannot insert duplicate data. If you want it, that column must be a primary key or unique key. Then only you can do that. If I try to create a primary key, let's see what happens. I'm getting a primary key. Alter table name. Alter table name. And one more thing I just want to tell you. Now, most of the time people get confused that Sequence is associated with the table. Sequence never associated with any table. Sequence is a different identity, just like a table, a view, a function, a procedure, a materialized view, a package. I have a sequence. All are same. A database object. Alter table, table name. Add constraint, constraint name. Add constraint. Suppose constraint name pk underscore Vishal. Pk underscore Vishal as a primary key. Column ID. I'm trying. What I'm saying. I have a table. My table contains duplicate record. I cannot delete duplicate records, but I want no further duplication. User not able to insert any duplicate value. I will go and create a primary key constraint. Why? Because only primary key or unique key. If that column is a primary key or unique key or index, forget about it. Only primary key, unique key, then only I can stop you to insert any duplicate value. When I try to do this, it will give me error. Why? Cannot validate. Primary key means record must be unique. My table already contains duplicate value. So when I try to create a primary key, it will give me error that you cannot insert duplicate value. So there is an option called deferrable no validate. Deferrable no validate I will discuss more when I discuss about foreign key, because deferrable is more related to the foreign key. But here I'm giving a solution because the scenario based question is asked multiple times with my student as well. So I'm just giving deferrable no validate. Deferrable no validate. Deferrable means pure English word. Deferrable means just postpone it. If you just go here, deferrable, I'm writing it here, deferrable, meaning in English. Meaning, whatever language you know, I'm just searching I'm just searching what deferrable means. So it is coming English to Hindi. Deferrable means postpone something, deferred something, let's postpone. Just postpone it. Deferrable, no validate, don't validate this record. Table altered. Table is alterated now. Now what happens if I go into this table and try to insert any duplicate record, insert into XYZ, values 1 again, right? 1 already put it into the table. Somebody try to insert, it will give you error, unique constraint violation. Because I create a primary key with deferrable no validate option. Deferrable no validate we'll discuss about 30 minutes when I discuss foreign key. Then you can more easily to relate. For here, you just understand it that once my table contains duplicate record, so by duplicacy stop, we have primary key, unique key. If I try to create it, it will give me error because data already duplicate present. So I can make a deferrable no validate. This means don't validate any existing record. Whatever I had done in my past, please forgive me. From now onwards, I am very loyal to you. No, don't validate whatever I did in my past. Please forgive me. From now onwards, I am very loyal to you. Somebody try to insert a record, it gives error. No, you can't do that. Can I create 2 primary key into the table? Can I create 2 primary key into the table? Answer is obviously no. Because primary key is only one to the table. The definition. But we can mimic. We can mimic a secondary primary key. How? We can create a unique key plus not null constant. Because what is the difference between primary key and unique key? Only difference is that unique key allow null and primary key not allow null. If I make a unique key with not null, it means, like suppose I'm writing here, create table. Create, just 5 minutes guys more. Create table test. I want to give this answer why we cannot, then only we can stop. Create table test. I'm writing here ID, number, primary key, comma, name, varchar 2, 20, unique, not null. If I make this unique key with not null constant, this name column is also behaving as a primary key. By this way, we can mimic 2 primary key. Actually, no. Obviously, we cannot create it, but we can mimic it by creating a unique key with not null. So internally, it behaves like a primary key. No duplicate, no null values. Both are same. This column, same thing. Let's see this here. If I try to insert into test values, so we're writing ID 1, name Vishal. Data inserted. I try to insert again 1 and Jaswal here. It will give me error. Unique constant violation. Aura hyphen 000 unique constant, because this one is a primary key. I try to insert it again. Let's make it 2 and just make it name Vishal. Vishal already exists. It gives you same error. Unique constant violation. This name also work as a primary key. You cannot insert duplicate. Now last question for today. Why? Why cannot primary key? Why can not two primary key? People experience more than 8 years. Why cannot two primary key? Okay. Because remember it here. Do you know about fully functional dependency? Anybody know normalization, fully functional dependency?
No, Vishal.
Don't know. Fully functional dependency is a concept. Once you are in your college, in your BTech, when first time you learn DBMS as a subject in third year or second year, hopefully, you learn this word normalization. In the second normal form is a concept of called fully functional dependency. Fully functional dependency is saying if there is 2 columns or 1 column, for example, suppose this example in the book, in your BTech second year or third year DBMS book. Suppose column A, column B, column C. If A and B is used to identify C, then it is not possible that A alone can identify C or B alone can identify C. It means, suppose there are 2 columns like your ID column and your department ID column used to identify in which department you are working. So it is not possible in your database that alone ID column can alone identify or department ID can. If I doing this, it means this key is wrong. I create the wrong primary key. Primary key means uniquely identify. I create 2 columns which used to uniquely identify. Because primary key is identity to the row. And primary key is what? Primary key is identity to the row. That I am uniquely identify you. That you are this person. Uniquely identify. Primary key is identity to uniquely identify row. So there cannot be 2 identity. It is possible in India that you have 2 PAN card? Officially not.
No.
Can you have a 2 Aadhaar card officially? I mean, don't talk about Farji. Officially, no, you cannot. Can in US I can take 2 SSN numbers? No, I cannot, because they are uniquely identify me. Everything has a unique identification. If you're talking about primary key, remember the answer. Why cannot? Because fully functional dependency. If in a database, normally we get an RDBMS table in third normal form. For going to, we discuss about normalization, everyone. I am giving this answer. For third normal form, you must be in second normal form. For second normal form, you must be in first normal form. Second normal form is saying fully functional dependency. It means if A and B used to identify C, it is not possible A alone can do or B alone can do. Primary key identity to the row. There cannot be 2 identity. If you remember your BTech second year, the concept normalization, second normal form, and it says fully functional dependent. It means if A and B identify C, it is not possible A can identify C or B can identify C. Because when you move to third normal form, by default, we are compatible with the second normal form. Now, you can use your logic to the interview. Sir, we cannot make it to primary key, but we can mimic it by using 1 more unique key with not null constant. Because of that, we cannot have 2 primary key, because there cannot be 2 identity of 1 person. Every person must have 1 identity. If you are making the 2 PAN card used to identify one particular person, Vishal, it means your PAN card system is wrong. It means your primary key creation system is wrong. You cannot identify 1 person by using 2 different PAN card numbers. Always give examples at the time of interview. That's all for today. Ask your question if anybody has a question now. Yeah, Jitu, 86. Ask your question.
Yeah. Is there any syntax for the super key or candidate key?
No, there is no syntax. Key is key. Oh, I think you missed it again. What I said, people get confused. What is key, sir? Super key, candidate key, primary key, unique key, alternate key, surrogate key. Key is key. There is no as such syntax. Who is used to uniquely identify the data? That is key. Super key means 10 columns I'm identifying. Super key is the boss. Under super key, we have all keys: primary key, unique key, alternate key, surrogate key.
We can
All are
say
under it.
Means we can say if we have a table with the 10 column and if we use 10 column in our search criteria,
Yes,
then
that
10
is
column
super key.
becomes to the
Yes,
super key.
yes,
And if we select out of 10, then 8 key would be a candidate key, correct?
yes. But what the benefit is here? In case of super key and candidate key, there can be a column contains null value. But when it becomes primary key, when I go to the minimum candidate key, like 3 columns, this is the minimum one. It means these 3 columns cannot contain null, then it becomes primary key. Primary key, what I give an example, right? Remember a supplier ID, supplier name. I try to insert supplier name null value. When you come to my family, you have to follow my custom. So when you become a primary key, it means null not allowed, by sir. You cannot. Right? Yes, Gurram, ask your question.
Vishal, this is a general question. You didn't went into the topic. So difference between candidate key and composite key. Just
Key is key. No difference. Again, I'm repeating you again with the full confidence.
okay.
Key is key. Candidate key means what? 5, just the G2 said. 10 columns used to identify super key. Super key सबसे बड़ा है. उसके नीचे सब छोटे-छोटे पड़े हुए हैं.
Correct.
Super key is the biggest one. 8 columns candidate key used to uniquely identify. When talking about primary key, it means difference between here primary key and candidate key. In candidate key, if I have 5 columns, maybe one column contain null value. It is possible. This is the difference. But in case of primary key, there is no column can contain null value. This is the difference. Candidate key and super key can be a big boss. Maybe one more column cannot be added extra column, but candidate key can make one more column I can add it to go to reach to the super key.
Okay.
Yes, Sachin, ask your question.
What is the difference between a primary key and a foreign key? Main difference.
Foreign key तो मैंने अभी तक पढ़ा ही नहीं दोस्त. Wait for foreign key for next class. Okay.
Okay.
And remember the foreign key is a parent-child relationship. We know many people in our society. Like we know, maybe you know, our relatives, our friends who are husband and wife, but they don't have a child. It is possible. It is possible. We know many people. I know many of my friends who does not have a child, but it is not possible. If suppose you, Sachin, me, Vishal, Jitu, Rahul, whoever in this world, we must have a parent. Without parent, we cannot come here, right? We are not
Yes,
God,
sir.
right?
Okay.
So every child must have a parent. This is foreign key. When I discuss about next class, and exactly same you have to answer at the time of interview. So forget about foreign key. We'll discuss next class. Pradeep, ask your question.
Yeah, Vishal, I have two questions. One is regarding the virtual column. If my table is having millions of records, then if I create one virtual column, then what will be the effect on the database? Will it immediately created or will it take
If you
time?
alter the table and try to edit, immediately created. With your calculation, what calculation you want.
Okay, including millions of records.
Yes,
Okay.
it will take, depend upon what time your calculation will took. Yeah,
Okay.
Geo peer review. You
Yeah.
can ask the question.
Yeah. You said that primary key has not null values and all the things. What is the difference between composite key and composite primary key? Both are same or both are different?
Both are same. Composite key means key. First of all, understand it. Any key, कोई भी line use करता है. Any key means key, which is used to uniquely identify the data. Does not matter. It's a primary key, candidate key, super key, alternate key, surrogate key. Key means key, uniquely identify the data. Composite key or composite primary key. If I'm using composite key means, one second, more than one column. Composite means what? More than one. That's it. This is what the meaning of composite, more than one. If I say composite primary key, it means out of these 3 columns, nobody allowed null. Simple. No confusion at all. Somnath, ask your question. Somnath, you have a question, you raise your hand.
Yeah. For the primary key, can it be made into a hidden column as well?
Primary key, मतलब क्या logic है? क्यों बनाए? Why we primary key is hidden column? Primary key is
Logic,
used to
generally you
identify
should
the
not.
data.
I'm just telling from syntactical point of view, will Oracle allow it?
I never tried it. So, but I
Okay.
think so. If you want to make it hidden, you can make it hidden. right? You can do that definitely for sure, right? But what is happening here? I can try it. I never tried that. But the reason is what? There are two different scenarios. Why we are making hidden? It means invisible. When I make invisible, it means I want to make a security. Why in the table? Why we use surrogate key to populate data automatically? You know why? Because I want that column should have no business meaning. Look, people ask me this question in interview. Difference between surrogate key and primary key. Both are same. Used to uniquely identify the data. Only in case of surrogate means always give example of surrogacy. It has no business meaning. We populate that column automatically to identify the record. See, if I want it to automate, because I want to hide my other columns, so I want to make one column that used to uniquely identify, and there is no business meaning. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know anybody should know, just like I'm telling about in US. My first name, last name, date of birth. Date of birth is one of the most sensitive data in US. And one of the most sensitive data in US. Right? One of the most sensitive data in US, date of birth column. I don't want to show anybody to my date of birth. So what I can do, hospitals will create, let me show an example here. If you can see, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
See this data. When I go to hospital, I'm telling about myself. When I go to hospital here, I go to the hospital reception and I put my name, Vishal, right? I put my date of birth here, right? And I just say, check. The receptionist will take this data, put in the system and just erase the data. If you go to India, any hospital, they have all the system. These are 10% are here. All 10% name are displaying, right? In US, you cannot do that because sensitive data. So what I can create, I will create a patient ID by using surrogate key. They will assign a token. ID number 5, ID number 7, ID number 8, ID number 10. Come, doctor is here. But they will not give you Sal Jaiswal, date of birth August 20, 1985. Come here. Never do that. No, because my date of birth is most sensitive. I'm telling you, most sensitive data. So for this, we are creating this data primary key by using surrogate key, populate it so that I can uniquely identify and there is no business meaning. But my first name, last name, date of birth can be used to uniquely identify the data, but that has business meaning. My date of birth is my date of birth, but my ID number PAT1235 is not my data. The hospital used to uniquely identify me, so they can do that. Why should I be aware of it? Surrogate key. Okay, we can discuss more about it. Don't worry here. Bhagwan, please mute sound. Bhagwan, you ask a question. Bhagwan, you raise your hand.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, Vishal, could you share the list of topics which are going to cover?
I already shared, Bhagwan. If you don't receive, please ping me on my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is here. +1 571 485 5578. Send your email ID. I can send it again. I already pinged my WhatsApp number here into the group as well.
And the class will be daily.
Only on weekend. Everything I will. You can ping me on WhatsApp 1-to-1. Don't worry. I can discuss you. But this is what it is. Okay. Jitu, you asked some question. No, Rahul. Sorry, Rahul Tiwari. You ping first.
Yeah. Regarding why we don't have two primary key in a table, what exactly we need to answer to the interviewer?
Okay, why we don't? I explained again. Even when I send the notes, the same thing. What I speak, everything will be there. But again, I'm saying why we do not have two primary key, because primary key used to uniquely identify the rows. Primary key is my unique identification, just like my PAN number, my Aadhaar number. It is not possible that two PAN number used to identify me. If it is happening, it means there's a mistake in your PAN number generate system.
Yeah.
This is a concept of fully function. Then you come to the technical. First go to logical, then always remember how to answer. Then come to technical. Because there is a concept of fully functional dependency of the second normal form. Fully functional dependency is saying if A and B used to identify C, it is not possible A alone can identify C or B alone can identify C. When I create my system, at that time I told my system that A and B, these two columns, used to identify C. This is I created as a primary key, and this is identity. These two will use to identify C. This is the rule. We created it, so it is not possible. This is the rule, because you can see in a real-time environment, two Aadhaar number cannot represent me. Two PAN number can. If it is doing, it means there is some mistake. Either I have a Farji account number, Farji Aadhaar number, or Farji what I can say PAN number. normally can't do. This is the reason we can't do that, because we have to follow fully functional dependency, RDBMS, Relational Database Management System.
That means we do not have partial functional dependency.
No. We have this. When we learn about normalization, I'll let you know. If we don't, you can just go into the Google, or if you remember in your college, you just go fully functional dependency. Just go and search this line, fully functional dependency. Fully functional dependency, second normal form. It is saying if removal of any functional dependency X belongs to Y is said to be fully functional if removal of any attribute X में से मैं कुछ भी निकाल दूंगा तो मैं Y तक नहीं पहुंचूंगा.
Okay.
Simple line. If removal of any attribute A from X, the dependency does not hold anymore. That is, Y is, if I want to reach till Y, I need all X. Fully functional dependency.
Okay.
So if any other thing I cannot reach till Y, if I reaching any other till Y, it means this concept is wrong. You are saying it's wrong. X belongs to Y. No, it's not correct. It means your concept is wrong. If your concept is uniquely identify, it means uniquely identify.
Okay.
Concept, you can't change it. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you, everyone. You can ping me your questions on WhatsApp if you need anything. I will send the notes maybe by today evening. Okay, my evening. Okay, I mean somebody can ping me tomorrow. Study after 30 minutes. Vishal, where is the notes? Whatever we are discussing, everything is here. If you go here, my sessions, you all can go there. Whatever we just discussed, everything is here. So I just copy paste from
only
here.
one question. Means we cannot use the virtual column, correct?
Sorry, what is that?
We cannot use the virtual column in a where clause, correct?
In a virtual column into the where clause, yes.
Okay.
Maybe
Can we use or not?
when we use
We cannot use.
Once again, when we data will populated, after data populated, yes, you can use it. Nobody will stop you. When we learned about when we discuss you, when our 5 lectures finished on the basic concept, when we learn how to write SQL queries, I will tell you how to write with clause queries, and then you can see we are using that where clause, with clause, anywhere, whatever you want, you can use it. Nobody will stop you. After 5 lessons, we will move to the SQL writing, and these 5 lessons or 6 lessons, your base concept will be built up. Okay.
Yes,
So
so
thank you
can
so
we
much.
use the virtual column on a where clause?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
There is a way of writing by using with clause. You can do. There is many ways. Learn the tricks. SQL is all about trick. What you want to write. Write your requirement into English, from English to SQL. Translation. If I'm talking about myself, I'm coming from North India. So most of the people who coming from India will learn English as a subject, and where we are doing translation. So this translation you have to use. First, convert your requirement into English, from English to SQL. This is what you have to learn. If you're able to write your problem into English, if you know about, there is a quote also, right? Motivational quotes. If you write your problem, your half of your problem is solved. If you know what exactly your problem, suppose you think, so today my mood is disturbed, I don't know why, but I'm not feeling good. If you just go and write on a paper why you are not feeling good, if you know your exact problem, your problem is solved. So if you're able to translate first into English, from English to SQL, you are learning what I will teach you in my session. How to write SQL. How to give answers of performance tunings. How to answer of any questions in the interview. And what is your basic build-up concept. That's it. And I'm giving you with full confidence, because you are my 21st batch. I started for 1 to 2% to helping my brother, obviously, but that today more than 90,000 people are following me on Facebook, because of I'm giving answers and trying to help somebody. Lots of people are get selected, right? So it's okay. Let's discuss about the new sessions next week, and I will discuss.
One last question.
Anybody don't receive it, please ping me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is given. My WhatsApp number is here. You can ping me WhatsApp. Not receive any email or something, I will definitely send you back. For today's notes, it will take me time to create, but I will send you by today evening, my evening, your morning. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishal.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Vishal.
you, sir.
Thank you, Vishal. Bye.